But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the case all around across the board. Looks like we've got an audience. How's everybody doing today?
Hello.
Well, as you can see, we're back in the lounge. Glad you could join us. Today is an interesting one in as much as these two bottles were gifted to us by a good friend, Mike and Jeannie Dinsbach. They've always been very supportive of our bourbon drinking habit, and so they provided these. They're from a local distillery. It's in New Florence, Missouri. It's called Hat Distillery. They've got a variety of different bourbons. A couple I've tasted, and I know at least one of them was very good. I haven't tried these yet, though, so I don't know. You want to take the blood and run with that?
Sure, but I think we need glasses.
Oh my goodness, I forgot glasses. Well,
2 for you,
can't be perfect.
2 for me. All right. So, this is called Hat Bloody Dapper. It's 100 proof. It says it's been aged a minimum of 22 months. So one I've never tried before. Like Steve, I've had some of the Wood Hat. This is not one that I have tried previously, so looking forward to this. So hefty pour there?
Healthy.
You got a bob pour.
Got a couple fingers on that one, I'll say.
All righty. Like the color, nice dark caramel color.
It's got good legs to it.
Definitely picking up some caramel.
I'm getting a lot of pepper and caramel.
Yeah, it's definitely pepper forward, I think. Kind of, I mean, it's very smooth, kind of a buttery texture flavor to it. What is this?
What's the proof on it?
This is 100.
50 ABV, I assume.
Yes, it is. But yeah, I mean, this is nice.
Very drinkable. And when it comes to bourbon, if it's drinkable, that's a good thing.
It's good. You're absolutely right.
I like the flavor.
Okay, so this is one of the better Wood Hats I think I've had. I think this is probably a level up from some of just the general ones I may have tried previously.
I think the one I had had before was something Rubenesque. I don't remember the exact name of it, and please don't quote me because I don't want to misspeak. But yeah, I didn't particularly care for it, and I don't exactly remember why. I think it was very high proof, and
A little much.
it was hard to get past the heat to get to the flavor. But this,
I mean, this
at 100 proof, it's easy to taste.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste the butter, the pepper, and it's definitely got caramel overtones in it too.
It doesn't say it's, I don't know what the mash bill is, but I'm picking a little bit of rye, maybe. So they may have had that part of the mash bill, I'm not sure. But yeah, this could bring me back to Wood Hat a little bit more so than I had before.
I agree. I agree. Now I'm anxious to try this other one. You want to talk about the cigar?
All right. So,
Very good cigar.
we are smoking an Alec Bradley Prensado. It's a Gran Toro, so a little bit larger than a Robusto or a Toro. Alec Bradley is one of my go-to brands. Don't know if I've ever had an Alec Bradley I didn't like. There's always really good cigars put out by this company.
Yeah, I've never had an Alec Bradley that I didn't care for. I mean, obviously, when you get into the super dark Maduro ones, I'm not going to be
Not yet.
as on board as I am. But I mean, this is a what would you consider this?
It's a mild to medium. Probably more of a medium cigar. It's a Honduran wrapper, Nicaraguan binder. The filler is a combination Honduran and Nicaraguan.
Very tasty. I've always liked the Prensados. They're very good.
Yeah. A little bit of chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It goes well with the Bloody Dapper,
It does.
I might add.
You pick up a little bit of coffee overtones, but a very nice smoke. These have always been really good. One of my favorites. So yeah, all right.
Tasty.
Wood Hat number 2. After I take a little sip of the Dapper again.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that one for sure.
I'm always curious on how they come up with some of these names. I'm sure there's some kind of a background to the Bloody Dapper.
It would be interesting to find out
know.
what the backstory is on
Yeah.
that name. And I mean, equally, this one here, this is called Queen's Reserve. This one is finished in a honey barrel. Imagine yourself in the decadence of the Queen's Reserve. Inspired by the Queen, not just for royalty, our bourbon is finished in a honey-infused barrel. True Missouri product. Huh. Aged a minimum of 2 years, so it really doesn't qualify to be a bourbon per se.
Yeah.
It is a bourbon whiskey, though.
All right.
Aged 2 years. This, like the Honey Dapper or the Bloody Dapper, is 100 proof. 50 alcohol by volume. Kind of tasty. We're in the midst of a stretch of bad weather right now, so if you hear all the racket, that's the storm hitting the roof above. But anyway, this is got a nice dark color to it. Queen's Reserve. Yeah. So, shall we?
Absolutely.
A lot of the tasting notes that you see on the interwebs between these two whiskeys, they sound very similar. According to the internet, it's got a caramel nose, smooth up front, buttery, peppery, just like the Bloody Dapper. Finish is peppery, rye, and warm. This did win the Best of Missouri in 2025. It's distilled with blue corn. And again, it's finished in a honey barrel. It is a Missouri product. What's your thoughts?
What's the proof on this one again?
100?
Wow. This has, and maybe it's the pepper that's really coming out on this one. This one definitely hits me harder than the Bloody Dapper. I mean, not in a bad way, but I've talked about how some of the higher proofs kind of dry your mouth out.
Right.
I don't know if I've ever had a 100 proof give me that sensation before.
Yeah, this actually says 60% alcohol by volume, so where I got my note of it being 100 proof may not be right.
All right, so it could be 120 proof.
On the nose, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. But very nice. Another, again, a very nice bourbon from the red. The pepper is definitely more forward on this one, for me anyway.
Definitely getting the heat on the finish. I think it's a higher rye, which is contributing to the spiciness of it, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I like what they do, like with the Bloody Dapper. That one was distilled with the yellow corn, and this one was distilled with blue corn. And both these corn products are grown locally too. So they're using local grown products to do their process. I drove by the distillery yesterday and on the way home, and I didn't even realize it was right there on the side of the interstate.
Yeah,
so,
it is. I mean, you can see it.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna
right
have
there when
to
you drive by.
stop in there and check them out,
Yeah.
see what they're all about. But I'm not mad about this.
Well, I'm not disappointed at all.
I don't think it's 120 proof.
No, it doesn't seem to be that much, but it definitely doesn't taste. It doesn't seem to be the same proof as this one. But I don't know. Regardless, they're both very tasty, and as usual, they go very well with the cigar.
Very similar. Very similar.
Yep.
If you taste one and then taste the other,
Yeah, I've been kind of starting to go back and forth a little
very
bit.
similar in flavor. I mean, you can get the honey with the Queen's, but Queen's Reserve
Or the Bloody Dapper.
or the Bloody Dapper.
Either one.
So,
But both good choices for you with that.
I guess in conclusion, I would say that Wood Hat Distillery would be a good place to try. Stumble around a little bit, search them out, find a few of their products. I know they have several other bourbons than these, because I know one of them that I tasted previously was a single barrel. That was excellent.
Wow.
So, something to think about.
Yeah. You know what? If they're close by, we may need to do a remote
Might be worth it.
lounge broadcast one of these days. Stay tuned.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm Steve.
I'm Bob.
We're the Bourbon Brothers. Thanks for coming by the lounge. We really appreciate it. You know, if you get a chance, like this, comment on it, and by all means, subscribe. See you next time.
We'll see you